What's going on, everybody? So Roger Goodell has struck again. People were laughing about the whole Tom Brady Deflategate thing last year. Ultimately, he got the 4 games, and life goes on. But the Dallas Cowboys right now, the situation that I have with this whole, everything is just so crazy about it, because last year we saw some photos that the girl, put out on Instagram, whatever like that, and the police still didn't find anything to prove that Zeke was responsible for that incident. Zeke also has said that was something that happened with her at a bar with some other fight that she had. So we don't really know what happened with that. The only thing that we know right now is that Zeke has received the 6-game suspension. Everybody's been asking me, bro, are the Cowboys going to make the playoffs? What do you think? How's it going to happen? Let me tell you the only way the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs. Dak Prescott is going to have to be what everybody thinks Dak Prescott is. Because I don't think people understand how much Zeke meant to that offense last year. This dude averaged 5 point whatever amount of yards, 5.5 or some kind of ridiculousness like that as a rookie. Yeah, but his offensive line, shut up. The team had that same offensive line, 2015. What did Darren McFadden do? He was decent, but Darren McFadden, I don't know whatever happened to that guy, bro. I do know that I think he probably has a brain problem. I don't want to say that, I don't like to use the word retarded, because people are actually, that's like an actual diagnosis. Maybe he's mentally unstable, or just doesn't have the capacity to make any kind of rational sense, because his outside life and the things that he's done with he was taking care of babies with females that he didn't even get pregnant. And then when he was asked why he was taking care of them, his quote was, "Because I've been with her." So I don't want to get into Darren McFadden. Plus the guy broke his elbow trying to save a cell phone. Are you serious? Look, I'm not going to get into that. The bottom line is this. Dak is going to have to be what everybody said that Dak was. He's going to have to control the game better. He's going to, better than he did last year. He's going to have to make those plays when it's time. Alfred Morris and Darren McFadden, I think that they're suitable enough to be able to do whatever. But remember, that same O-line was around when the Cowboys had all those other different quarterbacks, and they all sucked. Matt Castle, the other idiot. What was his name? I forgot his name. I can't remember his name, but his face looks stupid. I think he was on the Browns too. I'm just so fed up with everybody always saying, yeah, the O-line this, the O-line that. You still need talent. You know what I'm saying? You could put a lot of people together and still not get the result that you would have gotten with one missing piece. Same with, Tom Brady is he's a system guy. Then you put other guys in, and then they suck. Yeah, they still make the playoffs, but they're not going to make those same plays. It doesn't work out the same way. You know what I'm saying? So you can't replace Zeke. And the people that are saying that, they need to slap themselves across their face, because it doesn't make any sense. How can you replace a guy that did what he did last season? It's mix and match because we have a good old line. What? No. It doesn't work that way. Zeke is a very, very special player. And do I think the Cowboys can make the playoffs? Absolutely. Because they're very, very overpowered on offense. And that's a huge part of the game. And as we know, that's what the NFL is pushing. Just more points, more offense, more excitement. So when you think about it with that aspect, I don't know how people can actually say, oh, it's going to be all right. They got those two guys. Now, Alfred Morris looked really, really good in the preseason game that I saw him. A lot more sleek than he did in Washington. I liked what I was seeing. Darren McFadden looked awful, but he went up against the starters of the other team. Shut up again. Slap yourself across the face. It doesn't matter. Most of the O-line, bro, they weren't playing. Shut up. Make a play, Darren McFadden, and stop breaking your elbow every week. All I'm going to tell you is this. Zeke being gone is a huge blow to the Cowboys. But can they overcome that blow? Absolutely. But it starts with Dak Prescott. He has to make those plays that are going to be necessary. He has to do what is necessary for them to win. The dude, if he has to run the ball, if he has to, scramble, whatever he has to do. Because if I'm a defender, I'm not really worried about McFadden the way I'd be worried about Zeke. Zeke was a different animal on the field. This dude impressed. Look, I don't get impressed easily. I was like, you know what, he alright. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I started seeing this guy do some really, really wild things. And I'm like, this dude, he gonna be something special. So you don't go from, he gonna be something special. Remember, Le'Veon Bell, probably you would have to take him as the number 1 running back in the league. Me, myself, I would take Zeke when healthy. But Le'Veon Bell is also skilled. You don't go from saying that he's like the number 1, number 2 best running back in the league to, oh yeah, let's just throw in Darren McFadden and Alfred Morris. And that's not a knock on those guys. Those guys are football players. They deserve respect. But this guy is special. That's what, you know what I'm saying? People don't seem to understand. You can give everybody their respect. But trust me, these athletes know where they stand. They're trying to get their paycheck. They're trying to go out there and do what they need to do to get their check to take care of their families. They know that Zeke is that man. They know that. I'm pretty sure everybody that was playing with Michael Jordan knew that man was that man. You know what I'm saying? So that's not what this is about. My problem is, why is everybody saying, oh yeah, that O-line, whatever. That same O-line with different pieces has brought nothing to the Cowboys in the past. So let me just be very, very clear. This is going to hurt the Cowboys a lot. The only way they got a shot, Dak has to be special. Every game. He can't take a game off. The one game he takes off, the second game he takes off, third game, whatever game he takes off, the Cowboys are dead in the water. But if I had to bet right now, if he does the full 6 games of suspension, even after he appeals, the Cowboys are not making the playoffs. That's just what I'm feeling right now. Let me know what you think. Do you agree, disagree? Subscribe, share. One love.